The brand new iZotope trash is finally here, and I'm super excited to show you some of the new features. Here are my top 5. We're going to be looking at Trash's distortion modes, XY pads, Convolve, filter, and Autogain. Let's jump right in. So to show you the distortion modes, I'm going to start out with this fairly clean 808 bass here. And straight away, I'm just going to turn trash up. I mean, it already sounds great. So the trash module is the distortion engine, and it comes with 69 different types of distortion that you can pick up here. Here's where the XY pads come in. So you can see there is a distortion mode in each corner. So you can select one for each, and then you can just start to blend between them. If you want a hit of random inspiration, hit the randomizer and it will pick your 4 distortion modes for you. And if you thought that was cool, watch this. I can use the envelope to set start and end points on the XY pad and blend between modes. The tilt EQ allows you to brighten or darken the output of the distortion. And then this control here allows you to change the center frequency of the tilt. So now I can open up the advanced controls using this button at the bottom, and you'll see certain distortion modes will allow you to control an extra parameter called style. Style can be used to add non-linearities to certain distortion modes. You can have up to 3 frequency bands within trash, and each one of those bands comes with its own trash and convolve. All I wanted to do was add a bit of presence to this break, and you can see there's not too many high frequencies in there. So I've used one of the less extreme distortions called Crunchy Grunge and just added a little bit of drive to that top band. And that gives it a bit of extra presence, and instead of using EQ to boost frequencies that aren't there, I'm actually using distortion to add overtones and fill out the frequency spectrum a little bit more. So now bringing it back to our bass, let's jump into Convolve. You can use Convolve to add space and EQ to your sounds. You've got over 300 impulse responses to choose from, and once again you can use the XY pad to blend between modes. So you're taking an already very powerful distortion and warping it even further. I love it. Once again, you can hit random and just have your 4 impulse responses chosen for you. So some of them get very wacky. There is actually one that I really like, the Alston 2x10. Just adds that kind of amp feeling to it. What's more, you can actually change the order in which they come in, so you can click this button here, and now Convolve comes first in the chain. So there we have it, that's Convolve. The filter in trash is an output filter, and it's a low pass filter. You've got 3 controls here. You've got frequency, scream, and heat. Frequency is just the cutoff of the low pass filter. Now here's where things get interesting. Scream is your resonance control, but it's also a self-oscillating resonator. So if you push it high enough, there you go. Very wacky and very fun. And when you actually use that in context, it starts getting pretty crazy. If you really wanted to, you could automate this to make like a melody. Your mileage may vary. And finally, you've got this heat control, which is distortion. You can also use the envelope to modulate the filter cutoff. Now, when you put it all together with some scream, it starts getting quite wild. Lots of fun to be had with the filter. Most importantly is Autogain. It kind of stops you from blowing your head off by accident. This is super useful for tweaking, especially when you're wearing headphones. So you can hear the difference Autogain is making. I'm going to turn it off and also turn the limiter off so you can see without them quite how loud things get. Well, I had tinnitus anyway, so these are quite a vital feature if you want to save your ears while you're doing some of the more extreme distortion stuff. And just a quick tip from me as well about the Autogain is that it has a little bit of a lead in, so it's best to use when you're experimenting, especially with some of the more heavy distortion modes. And when you found a level you're happy with, maybe set it manually on the output gain there. But those are just my top 5. Please do let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to trying, or if you've already grabbed a copy, what you're enjoying playing around with, and I will catch you in the next one.